Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's BK on the Xbox, Bear and Kebab, the Racing Guru. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well this fine Tuesday evening. And we've got some motor racing coming at you tonight, courtesy of the TIR Division 4 Legends. And we're on, talking about legends, we're at a legendary track tonight, ladies and gents. It's Imola, one of the jewels in the F1 crown. It's great to be here. And I think my co-coms has just joined the party, I believe. Good evening to Mr. Rapid Hendo. How you doing, man?
I am doing well. I hope you can all hear me clearly and wonderfully.
Yeah, we can. I don't know why the guys are readying up, though. We're still waiting for two drivers, so don't ready up, please, because I'll just restart the lobby.
Yeah, I'm just popping into the lobby now.
Yeah, do not ready up. So we need people to unready up quite quickly, otherwise I'm going to reset the lobby. There you go, they saw the message, good on them. Because we've got to wait for my co-coms guy to jump in, and we're still waiting for a couple of riders as well. But I hope you're doing well, it's great to have you all with us. Pumping, welcome, how you doing? Dizzy Barracuda! How you doing, my main man? Rydog, good evening, mate, go well tonight, mate. Rydog making his debut in Division 4. I've got to give a couple of quick shout-outs as well. Raoul Dree, I love that name. Welcome, thanks for the follow, and awesome stuff as well. Cheers for the follows, guys. Welcome in. As I say, it's going to be a good night of motor racing coming at you. Just wait for the last, see if the last couple of guys jump in, and then if not, we're going to get going. I'm just checking Discord. How good are you? Where are you? And Heleno, where are you? Turbo Snail, good evening, buddy. Jackie Cole, how you doing, man? I wonder why you're in the chat tonight, Jackie Cole. All will be revealed very, very soon. But welcome in. Roland, good evening, buddy. How you doing, my main man? Just waiting for the last two stragglers. I'm going to give them a minute, and then if they're not here, Hendo, we're going to get going.
Okay.
If they're going to be late, they're going to be late. You know what I mean?
18.
Yep. Right then, okie dokie. So yeah, at the moment we've got 18. We're supposed to be getting on 20, but it's 18 at the moment, so I think we're going to go with what we've got. Don't forget, of course, 2 streams going live tonight, ladies and gents, as well. We've also got the Tier 5 race, which is qualifying has just got underway at Imola. So check out Olben's channel, because he is currently streaming that particular race. I think they're running about 10 minutes ahead of us at the moment. Although, of course, the Division 4 guys are so quick, they'll catch up, you see. That's the idea, anyway.
Is that why it's out of sync?
Yeah. I got faith in my Division 4 boys, you know what I mean? They're going to kick ass. Okay, I think we can go now, because we've hung on a couple of minutes for these guys, and yeah, they're late. So it's tough memories. I've got to be politically correct. So I can't say titties. Even though I just did. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's ready up. I'm going to put a quick note up in Discord to get going. We're not waiting any longer. Time is money and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get underway. Oakley says, actually, I'm not going to completely read what he's completely said in Discord, but he said, what are we waiting for? 2 bleeps that can't read times. Yeah, I'm not going to read out what he actually said, but yeah. Right, I'm just going to... Okay. We're about to go racing, ladies and gents. Imola, a great circuit, Hendo. It is
very old school.
Yeah, it's old school circuit, isn't it? Lots of high-speed corners, some really tricky sections, lots of elevation changes, differences in camber on some of the corners as well. And it's also, in many places, quite a narrow track. It's a real tester. And of course, the weather is by no means certain here either. You know what I mean? It's one of those...
Div 7 joke, is that?
It is. Sorry, what's that? Oh, yeah. Of course, you had you had. It's unfortunate.
We had uncertain weather.
You certainly did. Well, the thing is, it's like I say, the weather. It's a forecast. I mean, if we could predict the weather, ideally, we would be gods. And apart from me, none of you are. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a question of you have to sort of get what you're given, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't ran a wet setup since the 2020 game. So. Oh
mate, I think it's been even long since I did that either. We're going to go trackside.
There's no point.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just crash anyway. Let's go trackside, ladies and gents, and take a look at tonight's runners and riders. Okie dokie, I'm just going to wait for a weather update in the chat as well. Hopefully someone's going to give us a weather update. I'm going to turn Hendo up a little bit. Just make sure everyone can hear you okay. From the top then, we've got Turbo Snail, Crunchy Bear, Cajun One Eye, Mechanics, Riffio, Just Haze, Rydog, PRS Roro, Matty, Peninsula Adam, Avon Sales Rep, RRT Adam Lee, ET Oakley, Chaltz, Vettel 5, Pat Tate, Jane Morris, and I've left the newcomer to our last. It's a very warm welcome return to Jackie Jr., former Division 2 champion. Das Wunderkid is back racing in TIR. It's great to have Jackie Jr. back, and he is in the house tonight partnering Peninsula Adam. So there we go. Good to see, very good to see Jack. But if any of you guys have not seen Jack, you're in for a treat. That's all I'm going to say. 10 years old, and my God, he struts his stuff. He can do the things that other people cannot do on track. Right, we've got, I think, Mumu Mechanics is going to be our lead car. He is just making his way out of Tosa up towards Piratella on his outlap. 19 corner circuit, of course, at Imola. The only sort of major change from the heyday of Imola is, of course, Tamburello is now chicane rather than that long left-hander. So that's about the only change. Apart from that, it's old school racing, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. I used to absolutely hate this track, but now I've moved to manual gears. It seems to be a bit more favourable because you can really get the car like whipped into the corners with the manual gears. It seems a lot nicer.
Yeah, I just need to put SimHub up. We're going to get telemetry up and running up in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Right, Mechanics is just about to start his flying lap, so we're going to jump on board and let's call this hot lap. So here we go. So just crossing the start-finish line now, and he is on his way, making his way through turn 1 in this little kink into turn 2 and 3, aka the Tamburello chicane. 3 turns, turn 3 nicely done. Then we've got this short run down to turn 5 and 6, which is the Villeneuve chicane. Let's see how he handles this. Throw the car in. Got to watch the car on the exits. It's easy to kick up the gravel. That's nicely done. Then we're in towards Tosa, 90-degree hairpin. The camber falls. The track tries to fall away from the car. It's a big climb up the hill now towards the Piratella double left-hander. You can actually carry quite a lot of speed here. Probably 5th gear. Yeah, there we go. It's 5th gear at about 125 miles an hour. Then making their way down towards the famous Acqua Minerale complex. This very tricky exit of Acqua Minerale. You've got to be aggressive on the curbs. It's so easy to lose the back end. Coming up towards the Virianti outer chicane, one of the most difficult chicanes I think on the calendar. I have so many problems with this particular corner, but he's done pretty well there. And now it's a run, flat out run, down to the double left-handers of the Ravazza corners coming up now. The first part of the Ravazzas into the second part, and then it'll exit through turn 18 onto the final run up to the start-finish line. Little kink here, turn 19, and DRS is activated again, and he crosses the line with a 17.067 on his first run. His teammate, Turbo Snail, just about to come through with a 17.269. That puts him up into, well, in second place. I think 2 cars have set laps so far. Here comes Rydog on his first run. And it's 17.333. That puts him, funnily enough, P3. Adam Lee goes through the 17 flat. Let's just jump on board of Jackie Jr. Here we go, making his way down towards Aqua Minerale. And you've got to try and just watch the throttle on the exit. But that's nicely done. Back on the power. We've just seen Nathan Selswick go through the 17.4, Peninsula Adam with the 17.8, Jackie Jr. 50.661 sector 2 split as he comes through the Viriante outer, making his way down to Ravazza. Absolutely full beans all the way down. Jay Morris goes quickest with the 17 flat as Jackie Jr. now comes through the Ravazzas, back on the power again. Nicely done for the final corner. Now it's a sprint up to the finish line. Target time to 17.029. What's he got in the tank? It's a 16.266, comfortably quickest so far in this first one. Great lap there. Hayes has invalidated her run. Roland has invalidated. Choker's invalidated his first run. Pat Tate's invalidated his second run. Let's jump on board of Schultz. In fact, no, we're going to go with Choker. I think Choker's on the push lap. Just coming through Aqua Minerale. Jackie is, of course, doing a test race tonight in Division 4. I've got a feeling a couple of drivers will be saying, he's too quick for this division.
Yeah.
But
16.2 over a 17 flat is...
To be honest, mate, Dragoon did 16.2 in qualifying yesterday in Division 6.
Yeah, true. Oh, well, I mean, times will improve, so we'll see whether Jackie improves as well.
Absolutely. Here comes... Oh, hopefully it has bailed out, actually. So we're going to jump on board of Schultz, making his way down towards Aqua Minerale now. Let's see how he gets on. But the plan is, I've been talking to Jackie Cole, and that's Senior, of course, Steve, and the plan is for Jackie to come in and race on Wednesdays in Tier 3 once he's got up to speed and he's happy. I think this way we're going to Division 2. But that is the plan at the moment. I was just watching Charles now coming down towards the Ravazzas. He's got a little bit of traffic, but up ahead of him it's not going to impede his lap. He gets on the power again. And Charles on his first run, the Aston Martin. He's sitting in for ET Badger tonight. And Charles goes P7 with a 17.270. That's a pretty respectable first run there. Rufio 18.984. Oh, hello. Peninsula Adams in the barrier. Oh dear. Where's he dropped that? On the exit of Tozer by the looks of it. Okay, Cajun. Cajun One Eye. Making his way through Aqua Minerale. Let's see how he gets on. Up to Viriante Alta. Again, I say it's a tough chicane. Remember we saw Leclerc make a big meal of that Imola last time around, didn't we?
You gotta try and run the curbs as much as possible, but not take too much that it bounces you across the circuit.
Yeah, the problem is also it's a cambered curb, isn't it? It's not a flat curb, which makes it even trickier. This is looking a pretty solid lap here from Cajun, and it is a 17.2. That puts him up into P6 there. So I'm pretty happy with that first run. Crunchy Bear, his teammates on the push lap as well, coming down towards the Ravazzas. Let's just see how he gets on. Minimise something on the screen real quick. That's annoying me. There we go. Also, it's easy to invalidate on the exit of Ravazzas and just drop your tyres into the gravel. But Mr. Crunchy Bear with a 17.087. That's a pretty tiny lap. Just seeing if anyone's on a push lap at the moment. Matty's invalidated. Rufio did Rufio improve? No. I think Rufio's...
No.
Oh, they're starting another flyer.
I think he did a cool down and he's now on a flyer.
He's only got 43% battery though.
Yeah.
May just come
Probably on the quite a difficult track to get the ERS to charge back up over one lap because it's quite a short lap. Not enough braking points.
To be honest, though, mate, a lot of circuits are like that now, aren't they? It's very unforgiving, the battery. It's very hard to recharge.
Yeah, if you go slow enough, you can get the charge back up. Do a cool down and then a double and then a push again.
Oh, that means that Godzilla's pretty safe then, because he goes slow all the time, mate. He should run 100% battery at all times.
Yeah, it means you can get an extra run.
Yeah.
So you can do 4 runs on 2 sets of tyres, which is not too bad for the short quali.
Okay. Ruffio's just making his way out of Alta now, down towards the Ravazzas.
Yeah, he's run out of VRS, so he won't be doing anything.
He needs to pit, doesn't he, really? Just come in and he's well down. How's the audio, by the way, guys? Are we good? Are we sounding okay tonight? I've had to change a few settings today because I had another Streamlabs update. He has pushed, he has improved, but he's still the slowest car so far.
Avon spun it round.
Okay.
As well, and he's just getting going again. Doesn't want to block anyone.
Alright, just watching Oakley coming down towards Aqua Minerale. Because Oakley on a pad. See how he gets on. Audio is good, fantastic. Don't forget, of course, hit the link to get your latest Razor gear as well, courtesy of my Razor store. Like these lovely headsets, the Razor Nazi. Very good set, very good headsets indeed. Well worth the 80 quid, I'll tell you. Here comes Oakley then, making his way out the final part of the Ravazzas, back on the power again for his first official lap, and he's going to come through the 17.355. That puts Oakley into P11. Morris is on the push lap. Morris has found a lot of time. This should be in the 16s, I think. We've seen mechanics go through the 16.4, Morris goes through the 16.8, Roland with the 16.9, so we're already starting to see lap time starting to tumble. Jackie Jr. was actually slightly up at his Sector 2 split by about 3/100ths as he's making his way down towards Ravazzas. Yellow's in Sector 1, there's just some slow traffic getting out of the way. So Jackie's just found a little bit of time, as he found a bit more in the final sector. Could he get to the 15s possibly? Just outside, but he does go quicker again. He did find an additional 2/10 in that final sector with a 16.048. Where's Roland?
Vettel jumps up to P4 with a 16.9.
Nice time there from the artist formerly known as IRL Schumacher. Hayes is on a lap at the moment, coming down to Ravazzas. Platte's going out of Tozer. So let's jump aboard a Hayes, yet to set a time. In my plan, I will have some league tables for you, of course, at the end of qualifying. Hayes goes P8 with a 17.146. Going to go on board now with Pat Tate, just going through Aqua Minerale. Yet to score points this season, from what I gather, Mr. Pat Tate. Be looking to score a good bunch of points tonight and also be the fastest Stanley as well. His brother, of course, at the moment is P11, Charles. He's making his way now through turn 17 and 18. Back on the power again. Oh, he almost dropped it and he's had to bail out. Yeah, that's cost him a lot of time. 17.7. I reckon he lost half a second, a good half a second there. Charles just went through the 16.819. A good lap there from Charles. Put him up into P4. Track's pretty busy at the moment, particularly in Sector 1. There's occasions of another push lap just going through the Villeneuve chicane. Making his way down to Tozer, left hand. Of course, the key thing with Tozer is actually get tighter into the apex so you can almost straighten the car and get on the power. That's smidgen bit early on the exit of Tozer. As he comes now through Piratello again, drifting pretty wide there. I wonder if he's just concerned about the lack of grip, possibly. And whoa, how he didn't get an invalidation there, I'll never know. Wow. Yeah, he's backed out anyway. He has backed out. Okay, Peninsula Adam is on his way around now. Oh, making his way through Piratello. He's got a little bit of traffic up ahead, but nothing I think is going to get in his way. Rolls the car nicely through Aqua Minerale. That was nicely done. Back on the power again. Now we have heavy braking zone for the chicane. It's going to drop right down to around about 65 miles an hour. Oh, that's a harsh invalidation. That's really, really harsh. Cajun didn't invalidate and he went way over at Minerale, and yet it's just penalised Peninsula Adam there, who looked to be on a pretty solid lap. So that's screwed his lap. Is he going to pit or is he going to go again? Yeah, he's going to go again. 60% battery.
It does have 60%. It might just drift off on the exit onto the end of the lap.
Just stay with
BRS all the way around.
Yeah, let's stay with him. Smoothly through Tamburello. Back on the power. Short run down towards Villeneuve. again, it's all about carrying the speed from the corner without running the tyre up. You've got to run. You've got to be brave at the Villeneuve chicane on the exit. You've got to throw the car in, carry as much speed, and be brave and use as much of the curb as you can without touching that gravel.
Yeah, it's such a narrow circuit that you really got to make use of every inch, including the curbs. Like every millimetre counts to hold the speed through the corners.
You're absolutely right, Hendo. You're absolutely right. But this is looking again. It's a really smooth lap from Vince Lauda. We need to see what his split times are. He is up, not by much, but it just looks. He's driving this track very smoothly. Making his way down now to turn 17,
yeah,
18.
He's clipping with his ERS now.
Yeah, now he's got a problem, hasn't he? Can he just hold on to it?
Get away with it. Yeah, might just get away with it.
He's bailing out.
No, it's bailed.
Right,
He would have lost 2/10 or so around the last couple of corners.
I think what he's done there, Hendo, is because he's looked at the time and thought he may not have time to actually come in and do another run. So safety first.
Yeah, he may as well go out for a proper lap rather than be a couple of. Better to be half a second up than 2/10.
Absolutely. Oakley's about to come through. He was well up in the 62 splits. This is an improvement. Yeah, Oakley into the 16s, the 16.931 goes P8. It's a tidy lap. Adam Lee is 2/10 up at the 62 split as well. So he will be aiming for a possibly he could be looking at a second row here. A little bit deep at the Rivazes. May have just lost a tenth there. Better there at the second part of the Rivazes. He's bailing out. He's coming in the pits. Interesting. That's a gamble, really, because he was on a pretty good lap there. I was a little bit surprised he pitted. He's gambling that the track's going to evolve a little bit more. Oakley, I think, is on another push lap, but he's got no battery, so whether he's just trying to whiz around to see if he can somehow get to the pits, but I think he's going to run out of time here. What do you need, Hendo? It's about 2.5 minutes, isn't it? Roughly speaking.
For what, sorry?
2.5 minutes to get your run in, your final run. 2 minutes, so you've got to be out by sort of 2.5 minutes, really.
Oh, it's a pain because the pit exit's so long and slow that you've lost 30 seconds by the time you've got to the end of the pit lane.
It goes on forever, doesn't it? And yet to look at it, you think it'd be okay because it's like a short entrance. You can carry a lot of speed before you've got to put the brakes on, but the pit lane itself is so long. It brings you out turn 1. Between turn 1 and
it's really annoying. It brings you out online as well, which is a pain in the ass for any car coming up behind you. And if you try and move across to the left to get out of the way, then you get a penalty for crossing the white line on exit. So you've really just got to keep it tucked into the right-hand side.
We're just on board of Ruffy at the moment, currently down in P17. He's some way off the pace so far, but let's have a look to see what the split time is going to be. He's making his way through Aqua Minerale. He's going to put about another 51 second. What is he going to be? Oh, he's down. He's lost time on this lap as well, so it looks like Ruffio is not improving. He may be able to do another lap, possibly. We'll stay with him.
He won't be able to go straight away because his ERS won't be high enough. So
I'm kind of surprised he didn't back off a little bit. Once he saw his split times are down, he didn't back off. He was harvest a bit of battery and then go again.
He won't be able to get round in time to get it next lap.
See, he improved, but he could have, like I say, backed off after sector 1 and then gone again. Okay, we've got Morris. He's had a moment somewhere. He's going to try and get round, I think. Chaltz is in the Villeneuve chicane. Where's Jackie Jr.? Cody's coming up to Piratella. Keep an eye on the timing screens anyway. A couple of cars may come through.
I'm assuming the cut-off will be after the two Hasses.
Sorry, say again, mate. It's very quiet.
The cut-off will be after the two Hasses. That'll be where the checkered flag drops.
Oh, Jackie was down at sector 2, so I don't think he's on. He's going to be improving this lap. He may go again, but he's not really got the battery, to be honest with you. He'll cross the line. He's invalidated, so I think that's disqualifying done. Yeah, he's coming into the pits. So, who have we got on push laps? Chaltz was a 10th up, so Chaltz is challenging P2 here. to put together a pretty solid qualifying session. Can he get P2? No, he stays fourth. He does improve just a 1/100th of a second off mechanics. Just watching the leaders at the moment. Who have we got on track at the moment? We've got Ride Dog, 3/10 up.
Hayes improves to 9th.
Good luck there from Hayes. That gets to the top 10.
Crunchy's invalidated.
What's that noise? Wow. Okay, here comes Ride Dog. Goes P2 with a 16.155. Almost took pole at the death there, mate. Wow. And here comes Mechanics. He was slightly up. Sector 2 split as well. Has he improved? Yeah, goes P3 with 16.536. Vettel miles up. Sector 2 split. Could he challenge pole possibly here? Here he comes. The artist formerly known as IRL Schumacher. He's going to be just outside. It's still a pretty respectable time. Goes P4 with a 16.560. And I think it could be done.
Peninsula Adam is the last one.
Morris is invalidated, so it's going to be Peninsula Adam. There we go. Let's jump on board with him. Oh, where's it gone to Vettel's car? There we go. And Adam does improve.
Time.
Yeah. Stays P15, but does improve. So Jackie Jr. actually then sets pole, but he was pushed very hard there by Ride Dog right at the end there, 16.155. And those two are some way clear of the rest by 0.4 of a second clear of the rest. Instant qualifying session.
Yeah, a couple of drivers managing to fill in the gap between Jackie Jr. and the rest of the field.
Well, Ride Dog's with him on pace, isn't he? Just a 10th off, so that's going to be close. Let's give you a rundown then of the qualifying. I'm just going to take a quick photograph of the... well, in fact, can you take screenshots, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can take screenshots of full qualifying, that'd be superb, mate. It'll just save you having to take photographs. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Jackie Jr. then takes pole from Ride Dog in P2. Then on row 2 we have Mechanics and Vettel. Row 3 Morris and Charles. Row 4 Roro and Oakley. Row 5 Hayes and Avon. Row 6 Cajun Crunchy Bear. Row 7 Adam Lee and Turbo Snail. Row 8 we have Peninsula Adam and Pat Tate. Row 9 we have Rufio and Matty 1929. Which is, I think, Shaggy's date of birth, I think. Anyways, that's your qualifying done, ladies and gents. I'm just going to take SimHub off for a second. We're going to head back to the command centre. Rightio. Chelsea was half a second up. The rear slip going up the hill could have been P2. Joe Morris and Jackson was 7/10 up on my second run and lost 0.5 of a second at that bar steward chicane. That's unlucky. Could have, should have done, but it did. You didn't. You know what I mean? But that's qualifying done and dusted. In fact, what we'll do, we'll take a look at some league tables. 2 races in, of course, in Division 4. The Bahrain race, of course, is to be rescheduled. So we'll just head to the kebab pad. Okay, let's just take a look at the league tables. Toxic, let's say the top 3 are not here tonight. Toxic, Skeefy, and the Mez. Well, Skeefy, to be fair, he's moved. He's now got a permanent seat in Division 2. Toxic, though, leader with 62 points. Of course, won at Jeddah. Mez won the first race of the season, but he's been on holidays. He's been on the summer holidays ever since. So he's lost opportunities there. Vettel, IRL Schumacher, that is, of course, in 4th place. Peninsula Adam 5th. Avon in 6th. Crunchy Bear 7th. Then we've got Cajun, Rufio, and Why Hello there, who's also not here tonight. They make up the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. So this looks like it's going to be an interesting race to see. We've not seen a weather forecast yet. I don't know. Do we have a weather forecast, guys? Anyone in the chat? Any drivers could put a weather forecast? Are we going to see some rain tonight? Let us know. Let us know. The pole time was a 16.049. Dry race. Well, that could mean with the glitches on this game. That could literally mean everything. Rapid Hendo.
Drive for who?
Well,
drive for who? Which grid?
You raced in what Div 7 last night, so you know.
Div 7.
You know what happened last night. It said what? For some people, it said it was going to be dry. For other people, it said it was going to be wet.
Some people it said wet.
Oh, mate.
But I just had a dry set. I don't. If it had said wet race, I would have bumped my front wing up a bit and changed the tyre pressures a bit. But It's what it is. If it's wet, it's wet.
Yeah, I don't bother taking wing off, otherwise I just hit the walls that bit faster, you know what I mean? Right, give me 2 seconds, mate. I've just got to say goodnight to my daughter, and I'll be right back.
No worries.
If you want to chat to the chat, carry on, mate. Go
chat
ahead.
to the chat.
Chat to the chat.
Yeah, everybody's saying dry, nobody's saying wet, so that's good. We should have no interesting issues with the weather then. And Jackie Jr. has just turned 11 years old, says Jackie Cole 5. Rufio, nice to see Jackie Jr. on the grid. The kid's rapid. Is he rapid, is he? You have to pay me lots of money if you call people rapid. F1 superstar. Well, at least get him into the esports first.
Right. Okay. Pinch Lamb said, okay, beers off for him in new start time be when he gets back. Well, I'm back and I'm waiting. Come on, where are you? Come on. Jesus
New
Christ.
start time is now.
Yeah, that time was like 30 seconds ago, you know what I mean? I would say I'm looking at my watch, but I've not got my watch on, so a bit of a liar, really. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get rocking and rolling. Don't forget, of course, you've got Division 5 over on Holman's channel. Go and check him out. Get your 2 screens on. If you've got a phone, like one of these things here, get Albans stream on the phone so you can watch both at the same time. Give him lots and lots and lots of support. Okay, right, without any further ado, let's go trackside and let's get this show on the road.
And we're back to full formation laps, are we not?
Oh yes, we are indeed. It seems to be working now. We ran it in the esports last night, the immersive and the assist 2's elite division, and it worked perfectly fine. So
yeah,
it's good to go. It's good to go. Crazy glitch though, wasn't it? Where basically hosts, spectators, we couldn't host a lobby because it would crash the formation lap. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, isn't it?
Dumb.
Okay, let's look at the tyre strats. Of course, 2022 regulations in place now, so they have a free tyre choice for the start of the race. Purely softs in qualifying, it's a free choice, and we've got split strategies across the board, mediums and hards. I'll just quickly shout out the medium runners. We've got Jackie Jr., Ride Dog Mechanics, Jay Morris, Schultz, Roland, Oakley, Hayes, and we've got Pat Tate and Rufio on the medium tyres, everyone else on the hard. So in the top 10, we've got 2 runners on the hard tyres. That's Vettel in P4, Avon Salesrep in P10. So what Vettel's job is going to be is to try and stay with the top 3 in that first stint to put himself in the best possible position for when he moves on to the medium compound tyres. Should be a straight one-stopper, of course not including safety cars. With Imola, there's a higher percentage than normal of a safety car given the nature of the track. But let's keep our fingers crossed that we get lots and lots and lots of fantastically clean racing. Don't forget, of course, ladies and gents, top right hand side of the screen, you've got all your telemetry up there: tyre temperatures, tyre wear, brake temperatures, brake wear, deltas, ERS, DRS, the weather forecast. It'll even tell you what's on Sky Sports. It's got a program guide as well. It's fantastic. Great bit of kit. That is your Codemasters AWS prediction, which is already completely wrong because no one's starting on softs.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jackie just leading the cars around now on this formation lap, just everyone's making sure their tyres are up to temperature, and the brakes, of course, hopefully in their operating temperatures as well. Long run though, down to turn 2, the Villeneuve chicane. So sometimes being on pole isn't the place to start. If Jackie can get a start good, then he'll be off and running. So let's. And Hayes has been disqualified. Naughty, naughty, she's missed her pit box, as so has Adam Lee as well, because you've got to physically drive into your pit box now.
Oh, it's so difficult. I can't get it.
Okay, we're about to get going, hopefully. The cars have all moved up. Here we go. I get a crappy camera angle for the first 100 yards, unfortunately. It's just the nature of the beast. But it's lights out, and it is showtime! We're just going to wait to try and get a good camera angle from Cody's. There we go. Jackie Jr. has got a good start. He is in the lead, making the way down towards Tamburello. Oh, we got some contact in the mid-pack there. Crunchy Bear's gone. We can see an early safety car. Are we going to see an early safety car? No, we're not. It's just yellows, but Crunchy Bear is gone. And here comes Ride Dog and Jackie Jr. going towards turn. Oh, and they go almost side by side there. Jackie Jr. take defensive lines who come for the Villeneuve chicane, making their way down towards Tozer. Ride Dog putting a lot of pressure, but Jackie Jr. is soaking up the pressure in the first few corners as they make their way out of the Tozer left-hander up towards Piratella. And Jackie Jr. holds the lead from Ride Dog in P2, Mechanics in 3, J. Morrison 4, Vettel in 5, just dropped one position, Oakley in 6, Charleston 7 and Roland in 8th as they make their way down through Aqua Minerale. Are we going to see anybody light up their rear tyres on the exit here as they file their way through?
Oh, Roro has a little wobble.
Lost a bit of time there. Yeah, just noticed that. And Adam Lee and Cajun are right on him as they come in towards the Virianti outer. Roller manages to just about hold them off. I think everyone's got through there fairly safely. But look at this scrap between Cajun and Adam Lee. Yeah, making the way down towards the
Looking for it.
Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Under braking. He's still there. He's still there, mate. Oh, hello. What's happened to Hayes? Had a bad exit. She's lost a bunch of time and a couple of places. Look at this scrap in the lower part. I'm going to have to stay with this one. This is a great scrap. We've got Hayes, Riffio and Pat Tate. We've got Turbo Snell and Matty right there. Of course, no DRS to lap number 3. Crunchy Bear's left the session. Not surprising. That's unfortunate for him. As they come in towards the Tamburello chicane. Oh, and the Alpine Turbo Snell got it out of shape there. And that may allow a couple of cars to get through. Oh, and he's spun. He is spun. That's unfortunate.
Kept it out the barrier.
That's good. And Hayes has managed to get one position back. She clears Pat Tate, otherwise known as so I call him Pat Tate. It's TIRIM, but we call him Pat Tate. And we've got Riffio and Matty going side by side as they're making the way up through Tozer up towards Piratella. Yellows in sector 1. That's Turbo Snail. He spun again. That's unfortunate. Just needs to just take it easy for a few corners. Just cool those tyres down. And then you can get racing again.
Well.
And there's Roland also there.
The
Aqua Minerale. So he's dropped well down the pack. Let's have a quick look up front then. DRS, of course, kicks in. Well, actually, it doesn't kick in the next lap.
Would you like sauce and salad?
Because there's only one DRS on this track, isn't it? And we're about to look at it now. So it's the next lap.
Detection. It's the lap that the detection zone's in, not the.
So there's Jackie Jr. with that Ride Dog in P2, the gap just below 1 second at the moment, but he is pushing hard to try and break that 1 second gap. It's pretty much
Jesus Christ,
fairly static.
You are a fucking omni shambles, that's what you are. You're like that coffee machine.
Over yourselves on occasion.
Cup, you fuck up.
Thank you, Pumpy. Are you talking about your driving again, Pumpy? I'm just sorry. Dreadlin, thank you for the follow. Dizzy Barracuda, thank you so much for the gifted sub. The lucky recipient is Jackie Cole. Jackie, if you're still watching, please say thank you to Dizzy for that generous gifted sub. Double thumbs up from the Racing Geary there. Cheers, buddy. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. As Turbo Snail comes into the pits. New set of tyres, possibly a new front wing on that car as well. We're just watching this battle in the mid-pack here between Avon Sales Rep and TIR Just Hayes. It's, what is it? Is it Alpine? Alpine versus McLaren as they make their way down to Aqua Minerale. Ride Dog is... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Just a bit of a gap opening up between the mediums of the front 7 and the hards just behind. Oh, and one of the Astons has lost it.
Schultz has lost the back end out of the Virianti outer.
Out of the way of everybody else.
Yeah, that's kind of
Rufio trying
partially
to
ruined his race.
Outside.
Ride Dog is trying to stay with Jackie Jr. He's just staying within DRS, but he's starting to drop mechanics now as well. Morris also outside of DRS, as is Vettel. But Vettel's doing a good job. He's keeping Oakley behind him in P5. So it's going to, hopefully, this, for his point of view, this strategy is working well for him. Batters! How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Rifio just gets nabbed by Roro and Peninsula Adam in one go, and then gets back at Peninsula Adam.
He does indeed.
Turn 1.
for P15, P16, and Ride Dog is now on the charge. Just look at the ERS usage. Jackie's used a little bit more ERS than Ride Dog, so Ride Dog's going to try and put him under a bit of pressure now. Could have a run on the start-finish line. Excuse me. As they make
Little
away.
wobble from Jackie just through the corner there.
Under a bit of pressure now, but let's see what he can do as they're making their way down towards the Virianti outer chicane. The gap there, as you can see, just 0.4 of a second, about 3 or 4 car lengths between the two cars. They're just extending out from mechanics a little bit, but fair play to Moo. He's trying to hang on in there, and he's clear of Morris, which is the key thing. Morris is not within DRS range. But here we go then. Now, is this going to be Ride Dog's chance? Let's just jump on board with his car, see if he's going to get a run at Jackie Jr. Here we go. He's got the DRS, but he's not really closing up that quick, mate. I think he's going to run out of road here. He's not using
his battery,
no.
so he's looking to close and pass on the next.
It's a smart move, isn't it? What he's doing is he's just using the DRS to stay within DRS and just recharging that battery.
He wasn't close enough to begin with. You really want to be tucked in behind them and get the move done while you're going down the straight, so you don't have to worry about turn 1 shenanigans.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Let's look at Cajun all over the back of Adam Lee, P8, P7, coming out of the Villeneuve chicane. Is Cajun going to send it up the inside? No, Adam makes that car nice and fat and wide, a bit like me, into Tozer, and holds him off quite nicely. So as you were there, they've got Avon sales rep just behind, and Hayes also is recovering. Of course, he had a double overtake. Oh, hello, Jackie's had a spin. He's had a spin up on Minerali. It's Minerali. It's a killer. It really is.
He was looking a bit wobbly the last lap round, and he's dropped it this time.
That's unfortunate. He's just going to try and just get those tyres cooled down a little bit, and then he can start pushing again. He knows he's got the pace to do well. You know what I mean? So he's got to keep at it.
Won't be too long before we see him coming back through again.
Absolutely.
Avon's dropped a couple of places there.
Yeah, Hayes has gone now back at P9.
Just behind Hayes, yeah.
So Hayes is back in a starting position now, as she was originally.
Cajun's right on the back of Adam Lee now. This is how close you need to be coming down.
You've got to be close.
Straight.
You've got to be real close.
Get the move done by the time you hit the start-finish line.
He's coming back at him. He's coming back at him. Late on the braking. It's Bottas and Russell again. All over again. And Adam Lee's going to get the inside switch back move. And here comes Hayes. There's a contact. Oh, what do you think of that one, mate?
Oh, that was... They were doing different lines through the chicane. Like, it was because of the crossover, he was always going to come back.
Roland had a lot of speed there, trying to get an overtake done around the outside to Villeneuve, and just dropped it onto the gravel and has lost any advantage that he gained. He's dropped back down to P13. Yeah, do you think that was a racing instant, do you think, dude?
I would have to see it again. There was so much going on there.
There wasn't there?
It was who was overtaking who, really, into that corner.
And of course, Hayes was right there as well, like, you know what I mean? It was just a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, Hayes is now on the back of Adam Lee, and Adam Lee jumps over the curb a bit there. So Hayes should be right up his chuff on the exit.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, also, Mechanics is now back within DRS range for the first time of Ride Dog, and Morris is also within DRS range of Mechanics. It is interesting. Vettel has managed to just start to drop Oakley a little bit. He's got the gap up to 1.052. Adam Lee, I'm just on board of Hayes at the moment. I tell you what, that AlphaTauri looks quick in a straight line. Hayes has made no impression whatsoever, even with a bit of DRS. It hasn't even closed on him. And there's Pat Tate in P9. And he has got Avon sales rep for company. Yeah, go ahead.
Adam nearly loses it.
Here comes Hayes at the inside under braking with Adam Lee. Oh, she's got pushed wide a bit there. And that's allowed Pat Tate to go through. Oh my goodness me, it's heavy,
just
scary.
Avoiding
3 or 4 cars
into the back there, and she's just pulled it to the
left.
left.
She's lost a couple of places there.
Left through.
She was trying to take evasive action, but you just wonder there whether Adam Lee was too defensive. Pat Tate's ran wide at Piratella. Is Adam Lee being a bit overly aggressive?
Well, Adam's TIR Adam just tried to pass him into the fast left-hander, and it didn't pay off.
No, he went wide there at Piratella to come into Virianti Alta. Shrews, good evening. Says, how are you, dear? Good birthday. Well, another year close to my coffin. Apart from that, it's all good. Thanks for asking, though. Here comes Charles on Hayes. Oh, Hayes has got to yield this one. Charles is more than a car's length.
Yeah, if you're on the outside, it's so difficult to make the two corners there. And down the TR straight couple.
Yeah.
Adam Lee and Adam may have a little bit of damage.
Oh, I think so.
Have a little run in on a couple of corners.
Here comes Hates back on Charles, trying to go around the outside into Tamburello. She's going to have to back off, or you can't just send it there. Yeah. And she's all out of shape there.
That to her teammate.
Geez,
And
that was close. Matty and Roland going through. Yeah, there was a contact there with that. I think that was the contact at Piratella, mate. There was a.
Yeah, she's had a couple of. She's lost about 4 positions in the last lap, just through making an error and then having to lift for other cars coming through.
I don't think it was the ammo. I think what it was, I think she was put off by the Adam Lee shunt, you know, where he just...
definitely.
It looked like, certainly from the stream, I'm not saying this is the way it was, I'm just saying the way I saw it, was that he just bumped her out of room. Didn't give her any room. And she hasn't quite recovered from that.
Yeah, it does take a half a lap or so just to get your head back in the game without a little bit of a squeaky bum moment.
She also, of course, would have completely knackered the tyres as well. And in this game particularly, it takes longer than previous games to get your tyres back on track again. But she may have a run at Charles. Charles may have a run at Avon sales rep here.
Avon, yeah.
We've got Jay Morris from Mechanics as well, P3 and P2. That's one to keep an eye on. But
Charles is low on ERS and might just run out of puff over time.
Oh, he's trying to go late.
Tries to go around the outside.
Interesting.
That was very, and Avon's going to have to back out here.
Yeah.
For these two. Yeah. Tries to get back at Roro here though.
Coming into
on the outside. It's a long way around the outside. Yeah, it doesn't get it done.
Did Charles squeeze him unfairly? That's the question.
No, Avon.
Or was it good?
It was way up around the outside there, like way ahead into the corner, on the outside as well, to then take the apex of the second corner, and Avon just had to kind of plonk his car where it is. I don't think either car really did anything wrong there.
Okie dokie.
Just a clumsy overtake.
Yep. Let's have a little look then. Just jumping on board of Jay Morris at the moment. He is within DRS range mechanics. Ride Dog has just found a couple of tenths and he's just moved out of DRS range now. The pit window will be opening up in about 2 or 3 laps time for the medium runners. So it's looking quite good for Vettel at the moment. P4, he's stayed with these guys quite well. He's only dropped 3 seconds over the first 10 laps on those hard tyres.
He's got a lot of battery left as well, as opposed to mechanics ahead, who is literally driving on empty.
Just looking at his telemetry, tyres are at 33 on the rears. It's the rears that are taking a pounding around here, so he's got a good few laps left. He can probably go, I'd say, another 10 laps on these tyres. We've got some movement there. Roland's had a moment. That is out of the exit of Villeneuve on the run down towards Tozer. I think he's just clipping that by the looks of it. He's in AI mode at the moment, just making a clip. So we've seen a few incidents here. Just go back onto the broadcast cam.
It's the same area of the pack, isn't it, all the time?
Yeah.
And they're not pulling away from each other because they're fighting constantly. If you just kind of let each other get away, then it wouldn't be so much of an issue. But they're all jostling for position.
Yeah, and Jackie Jr., as we mentioned, is straight back on it. He is all over the back now of Oakley. In fact, you know what? Wonder if he's going to be close enough for him. Let's just jump on board a minute with there's Jackie Jr. trying to chase down Oakley. And may not be quite close enough to get a run down towards turn 1, but we'll stay with it just for a second, and then we'll switch back onto that gaggle of cars behind.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a DRS train coming.
Yeah. One more lap. That's Matty on Schultz. Can he clear him? That's the question. Let's jump on board with Matty. Here he goes. Pat Tate picks up a time penalty. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to give Schultz a dose of his own medicine. Is he going to try and switch back? Oh,
yeah, you can't switch through it.
Yeah. Oh, Schultz off the back end. Oh, he saves it. He manages to hold it. He's lost the position or two, but he held it.
Yeah, bails. Roro's retired.
Give you wing damage. If he took a clout there, if he's got rear wing damage, yeah, he's entitled to retire. So a good save there from Charles. He's lost a position or two, but he's still in that battle.
Yeah, he hasn't span it
No.
or anything, so he's lived to fight another day.
And looking at his tyre temps, they're a little bit warm on the lefts, but they're not too bad. Around just over 100 degrees coming into the corner. Makes his way into severe outie. You'll see the tyre temps just jump up a little bit.
Gotta watch out for running into the back of them. You don't want to be going too close to them through a chicane, because you end up tapping them through the middle of it.
Just going to jump aboard of Jackie Jr. You should have a run now at Oakley, and that's as easy as you like. Bit of DRS, thank you very much. I'll have a bit of that. Moves himself back up to P5.
It's a bit of a DRS train, so they're not really close enough on each other.
Here
Avon
comes
is
Avon
looking.
now. Oh, Matty got squirrely there.
He's going to go
on
for
the approach.
the switch.
Yeah,
Don't
Matty,
go for the switch back, go for the exit.
Matty got a bit squirrely going in towards turn 1, and jeez. Good reflexes there from Charles. They both braked at the same time, and Charles had to really get on the anchors quickly just behind them. It was actually great anticipation there from Charles. He'd been so easy for him to run up their rear. So just give me 2 seconds, mate. Just let me finish what I'm saying. It was very, very close for Charles to run up the rear there of Avon sales rep, but he managed to just anticipate it in time. So he stays in P9 for the time being. Up front, Ride Dog has extended the gap now to 1.9 seconds with mechanics, with Morris still within DRS and mechanics in P2 and P3. Vettel and P4 is starting to close them now. So it looks like we're reaching the crossover between the hards and the medium tyres, mate.
Yeah, the mediums will be starting to look a bit tired now. If you think to your sprint round Imola is 11 laps, and the mediums get a bit tired at the end of the sprint. So 11, 12 laps, the mediums are starting to drop off, and the hards come back again.
Well, here comes Avon Matty now. He's trying to break this DRS train. He had to lift off a switch. He's got the overtake done, but he didn't know which way to go, which way he was going to go. He was going to go right or left, and he almost ballsed it completely up. But he's managed to get the job done. But Matty is not giving up on this one. Both on the hard compound tyres, so they're not looking to pit anytime soon. Tyre wear's at around about the 40s. Avon's got slightly better tyre wear by about 5 or 6% per tyre.
Got a Ferrari off.
So is that Pate?
It's got going again.
It's Riccio. I think it's Riccio, actually.
Rufio, yeah.
Oh, and look at that.
Avon goes
wide at Piratella.
It's not really an overtaking opportunity.
Wow. You've got to be careful there, guys. Yeah, you can't go 2 abreast into Akron Minerai. That is going to end in tears.
Yeah, and we're going to be...
Charles has ran to the back. Oh, that's
happen.
Charles' own fault. Yeah, unfortunately.
I saw that coming from a mile off.
Yeah. And Cajun spun as well. Oh, Cajun and Peninsula Adam. Yeah, sorry, Cajun and Peninsula Adam. Right, we've got 2
It
pitters.
looked like they stopped for Charles.
Yeah. Oakley and Morris have both pitted. Turbo Snell is also in the pits as well. Let's jump on board and Matty trying to get back past Avon.
It's a never-ending switch between these two.
Yeah, and Hayes
It's going to be tears into turn 1 though. They're very side by side. Oh, just leaves the room.
Nicely done then. Hayes picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which is unfortunate for her. Yellows in sector 3. Oh, there's been a big crash at Piratella, at Revage by the looks of it.
Yeah.
At the Revazza, sorry. Yeah, now for Tauri and Ferrari by the looks of it. Is it Adam Lee and Pat Tate? They've had another coming together.
Yeah. That's at least the second one that they've had.
Well, Discord's going to be lively later on tonight, I will say that. Because those two won't give any ground when it comes to an argument, I can guarantee you that. But here comes Avon then trying to get the position back on Matty. Charles in the pits, Riccio in the pits, Pat Tate is in. He's had to come in again. Obviously, there's been an incident with him and Adam Lee. The leader at Ride Dog is pitting, so there'll be hard tyres going on there. Charles then picks up a 3-second time penalty. Mechanics comes into the pits.
Promotes Vettel to P1 on his hard tyres.
Yeah. So that's as we were. As you mentioned there, Moo Moo in the pits, Ride Dog in the pits. So where's Ride Dog going to come out? Let's have a little look. Let's jump on board. To be fair, Hendo, he's come out in some relatively clean air. MP5.
Yeah, on fresh tyres you'll be catching the old hards quite quickly though. Like that 3 seconds is going to be eaten up in like 3 laps.
But by that time, though, maybe those hard runners, the pit window will be open. Certainly, will be opening up for the hards. Oh, hello! Pat Tate has dropped it.
And that's a
Piratella.
full safety VSC.
It's a VSC, first VSC. So the race is now neutralised. It's just basically on the entrance here. Yeah, there we go. On the entrance to
Dodge.
Aqua Minerale. And that's his race done. Unfortunate for him. Is this going to lead to a full safety car? At the moment, it is just a VSC. So at the moment, each driver now has an earliest.
Jackie Junior.
Yeah.
Should really take this opportunity to pit. There you go.
Yeah. So at the moment, the race is neutralised. It didn't take long for Pat Tate to be straight in the chat. Yeah, not in the chat, dude. Message if you got a clip, send it to the stewards, mate. Okay. Send it into the clips, but not in the stream chat, please, dude. Okay. Jackie Jr. now just making his way out the pits. He's going to come out behind his teammate, I think.
He's
yet to make
still
a pit
lost
stop.
out. That's quite odd.
It's because, it's not the free pit stop it used to be. In fact, he's going to have Oakley. He's going to be basically where he was again, about 2 or 3 seconds up the road from Oakley. By the looks of it, DRS is enabled. We're back racing again, ladies and gents. Vettel, the top 3 yet to make pit stops. Yeah, it's okay, man. So if you want to rag him with a DM, Pat, be my guest. You know what I mean? Rapid Faff, thank you for the follow. I think he's one of your guys, yeah?
He's one of ours, yeah. He's one of the admins.
Welcome in, Rapid Faff. Nice to have you joining us tonight. We're just about halfway distance at this Tier 4 race at Imola. Been quite an eventful race so far. Cajun has just got past RRT Adam Lee, who has been involved with a number of potential, I do say the word advisedly, a number of potential incidents tonight. But he's still going, currently in P3. Dizzy says that either Hendo can't see the chat or he's not taking the bait tonight. Probably both. He's a consummate professional. Dizzy's trying to rag RRT, you see.
I have nothing to do with RRT,
yeah.
So
you're Rapid Racing League.
I am the league half. The league. Jack is the racing team.
Absolutely. Morris, now of course these two have made their pit stops. Morris came in a lap earlier trying to get an undercut on mechanics. It's not worked, but he is within half a second, so this battle is going to continue. We're just going to keep an eye on when the hard runners come in, really. I'm intrigued to see if Vettel can do enough to win this race. He's going to be on the quicker tyre. How long do the softs last around? Sorry, quick question.
Sorry.
How long do the soft tyres last around here in race conditions, do you think?
I mean, interesting question. Div 7, I started on the softs and I pitted on lap 8, I believe. Or 9. So,
just looking at Vettel's tyre wear, let's just jump on board. He's just making his way through Tamburello. He's on 53% on his tyre. Well, yeah, around about 53% on his tyres. Okay. If he could go to say do another 3 laps, can he do a hard soft? Strategy?
Yeah, hard soft is definitely a strategy around here. You just go a little bit longer on the hards. It's literally like 2-3 laps difference between hard to medium to hard and hard to soft strats.
Okay.
So
will those soft
a little bit longer?
If he comes in around about lap 20-21, how long though can he push? Can he actually lean on those soft tyres?
Oh,
obviously, you can't lean on them at 11 laps. Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 laps.
You've got 5 laps to make your way up, and then you're going to start losing out quite quickly.
So that's
definitely worth it to get past.
That's what he's going to be thinking about, isn't it? He's going to be thinking about right now. What tyre do I go on? What's my strategy for the final 10 laps? Do I go medium and push all the way, but not have the outright pace, or do I go softs, push hard, and then try and hang on to the tyres and get some overtaking done?
Yeah, it depends how. I mean, he's going to drop behind Rydog, I would say,
Yeah.
but that's probably about it. He might still come
Will he
out
get out in
ahead of
front of
mechanics.
mechanics? Yeah, about
Maybe.
25 seconds.
Yeah. So if you're only passing one driver, softs. If you've got a gaggle to pass, then mediums.
Well, Avon Saleswork comes in to make his scheduled stop. That'll probably be mediums going on there, I reckon. We're in the pit window for medium tyres. Be surprised to see the softs going there. Yeah, there we go. Mediums going on that particular car. The gap from Vettel to Rydog's is around about 21 seconds at the moment. It's quite a long pit stop though here, isn't it? One of the longer ones on the calendar. About 24, 25 seconds. I think, I don't know. I think Vettel's going to come out pretty close to Morrison mechanics.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit touch and go, especially if Morris starts closing that gap up. The other thing to consider is by the time we've gone a couple more laps into this pit window, it's going to be a bit of a smaller gap because those fresh hards are going to be catching.
Yeah. They're going to be at least a second of the lap quicker, aren't they, on those fresh hards? Now they've got them at the temperature as well, and they're now sort of, in the operating zone. Obviously, for the first lap or two, hards are pretty twitchy, and you're sort of fighting for control of the car. But once they do, that's the one thing about this game, is with the hard tyres, of course, from previous games were tyres to avoid like the plague. On this game, they're actually one of the nicest tyres to race on. Once you've got them at the temperature.
Yeah, the hards are lovely on this game. It's the complete opposite to the last game.
Yeah.
The last game you don't touch the hards for toffee. This game you're barely touching the softs.
It's the old prime tyre, isn't it? It's back to the old prime and option tyre, hards and mediums.
Well, the dumb bit is you only get one medium.
Well, that's a game glitch, isn't it? That is the game glitch. Only one set to run on, which is of course, that's ridiculous. That's just bad development from Codemasters. A complete lack of understanding of the rules. We've got a ghost car there. That's a car actually being lapped. That's Turbo Snow's car being lapped. Matty, by the way, came into the pits, made his stop, put a new set of mediums on, so he switched from hards to mediums. We're just waiting to see what Vettel is doing. It looks like, I think he is going for that soft. He's going for that soft run. The gap to Rydog is 19.9. I think he's going to come out behind mechanics, but he'll be on quicker tyres though. So I think the win may just be beyond Vettel, but I think P2 is on the cards for him. Jason says, I always use the prime tyre on every F1. Of course you do, mate. I mean, Jason loves the hard tyres so much that he would find a glitch to run hard tyres on the start of F1 2021. You know what I mean? If he could,
You can do a Latifi and drive on mediums in quali.
Yeah. I hope your dad's getting well soon, mate. I did get your message about your shoulder. Just let me know if you need a reserve, if you need a stand-in on Thursday, dude. Charles there picks up a time penalty. Cajun's going to have to make another stop because he's two-stopping this particular race. He'll need to run another set of softs if he's going to get to the end. So at the moment, we're just waiting for Vettel to decide his strategy. Then the race will start to come alive again. We're just in a little bit of a holding pattern at the moment. A few cars have got penalties so far. We'll just take a quick look at the penalty situation to give you an idea. There we go. So we've got Jackie Jr., Avon Sales Rep, Adam Lee and Turbo Snow carrying 3-second time penalties. Charles got 6 seconds of time penalties, and just Hayes has got a 3-second time penalty plus that 5-second penalty she picked up for speeding in the pit lane. Change from the start. So Provincial Adam is up 10, but he is yet to make a pit stop. Matty is up 10 as well, and Rifio up 3, Vettel up 3. Biggest losers, Jackie Jr. down 5. I had that spin at Aqua Minerale. Schultz down 7 with a spin on the coming out of Villeneuve, and of course the DNFs there for Pat Tate, Roro, and Crunchy Bear, who unfortunately didn't even make it through the turn one, I don't think. So that is the state of play as we're on lap 22 out of 32, so we're at 2/3 race distance. We're just waiting now to see when the race leader decides to pit. Rydog is catching around about 1 second a lap at the moment on those hard tyres. So it's just a question now of how much time can Vettel gain once he comes in and puts those what we expect to be soft tyres going on that car. Jason, the chat says, I will not miss a race in TIR. Does not matter how much pain I'm in. That is the kind of fighting talk I love to hear, Jason. Good on you, man. We'll see you on Thursday, dude. Don't forget, of course, coming up this week, as we've got just a couple of moments, Actually, I'm just going to go on board with Charles and Adam Lee just for a minute. That's quite close. I'll be doing the Division 3 stream tomorrow night. As Charleston's going to go up for a move. Is he? Where are they at the moment on track? Coming through the Tamburello chicane. I'll be doing the stream tomorrow night, of course, Division 3. Then we've got Division 2 with Sato, the 1,000 decibel lunatic, on Thursday. And, of course, Division 1 on Thursday, courtesy of The Roch as well. And on Friday, we've got TIR Esports in the WRS Trophy, the 5v5v5. And Oldham will be streaming that on Friday night. So that's the rest of the week for you guys. I've got a few days off, thank goodness, after tomorrow. I think I'm back on Saturday. Then, of course, I've got TIR World Series, the Big Twos, on Sunday night, which I'm really looking forward to. But just watching charts now to see if he can make some ground up on Adam Lee. Is he going to try and get revenge for his brother, for Pat Tate? Is Adam Lee a marked car? As Jackie Jr.'s just gained a position off Peninsula Adam on those fresh tyres. Back up to P5 again, so... And here comes Charles. Oh my goodness me, he gets the move done. Yes, he has. Lovely move there from Charles. Ran it round the outside there of Adam Lee and moves himself up into P12. Let's just jump on board with Adam Lee to see if he can go with him. As Cajun makes his second pit stop, putting another new set of softs on there. Here comes Adam Lee coming right back at Charles with a huge amount of overspeed. Burned off some of his battery there to get that move done. And he is back up to P11. So we'll stay with this battle for a minute. Rybog's taken another second out of Vettel up front as well. I think Vettel will probably need to come in.
The pits now.
Yeah, I was going to say the end of this lap, and he's literally coming in. So that'll be, I'd imagine, a new set of soft going on there.
It's interesting to see. It'll be where he comes out relative to mechanics. I think he might just make it out ahead.
Okay.
Quite comfortably by the... Ooh, it's going to be...
Yeah, Rybog's coming through. There goes Morris. In fact, let's just jump on board real quick.
Mechanics is just coming around the corner.
There goes Mechanics through, yeah, it's what I thought. I thought he was going to come out either close or just behind those guys, but he is on the much fresher tyre, so we can push now.
Oh, he's definitely pushing for the podium.
He's pushing for the win, I'd say. He's got 10 seconds. He's got 10.5 seconds to make up in 8 laps on fresh tyres. How long can he push those tyres for? Let's stay on board with Vettel. Let's see how he gets on. Has he got enough time to catch and pass these guys? Cajun picks up a time penalty. He's come back out on the mediums. I'm surprised he didn't use a second set of softs, to be honest. I am surprised he didn't. He's got opted for, I'd have gone for the medium tyres in the previous strategy, personally, on the previous stint. But Vettel is now going to be pushing as hard as he possibly can. But just in half a lap, mate, he's taken 5% out of these tyres already.
Yeah, they go quick, but just watching the interval drop.
Yeah.
Nearly.
Okay. Let's go back on board Chalps, all over the back of Adam Lee, making their way out of Piratella down towards Upper Minerali. This is where, of course, his brother crashed earlier on. I'll tell you what, Charles has been a bit unlucky. If it had not been for that spin, he would be up there. He would be up there, around about sort of P6, P5.
Well, it was his own bad luck, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When he taps the back of another driver, you're 50-50 as to who spins when you tap someone.
Peninsula Adam, he's making his scheduled stop onto the soft compound tyres. You think Charles is going to get the job done if he gets a good exit out of it, that's which he does. He's going to have the DRS now, and he should get the position back off Adam Lee here. Saying that, though,
watch
he's
out
got no
for
battery.
Peninsula Adam coming out the pits as well. Might make it a bit difficult going into turn 1.
I think Adam's going to come
quite
out.
caught him.
Yeah, I think Adam's going to come out in front. Yeah, he hasn't. The problem, though, is Charles has burnt his battery off in pushing so hard. Jackie News just picked up a second time penalty. Oh, he's dropped it, and he's kept it. Oh, he didn't DNF.
Kept it out the wall-ish.
Yeah, new front
Lost
wing.
his front wing.
Yeah, we need a new front wing.
I'll send him right to the back.
That's unfortunate. Just pushing, trying to push. Vettel is now within DRS. You expect he's going to get past mechanics here at the start-finish line. With a bit of DRS, he should really breeze past him. He's got so much more speed out the corners in those fresh tyres. He's going to get him almost before DRS is activated.
Yeah, he's pulled about 2 seconds there on that last 2 laps. Is it the second lap he's just been doing?
Yeah, gap now down to 8.3 from 11 seconds, mate.
Yeah, he's got 6 laps remaining, so he's definitely comfortable to get that 6 seconds in front of him taken off.
Matty there getting close to the back of Oakley. Oakley just being cautious there for the Villeneuve. And Matty could have a run here out of sort of Tamburello down towards Villeneuve. No, Oakley gets a pretty good exit there, to be fair. Yeah, Charles just pushing and pushing and pushing. Wasn't he trying to get past Adam Lee? It's just unfortunate there. And but he can put a new set of boots on and go for fastest lap, which I think he's got the pace to get it. Hayes with another time penalty. That's a third penalty. She could be dropping 3 or 4 positions here possibly. And he has retired in the pits. I wonder if he had wearing damage. He's certainly lost his front wing.
Yeah.
But if you do have rear-wing damage, we do need to see a screenshot. Otherwise, it is classed as a retirement and does carry a penalty. Just make sure you get a screenshot sent in there, Charles, just to cover your back, matey. As Vettel sets another fastest lap of the race.
My goodness.
Absolutely flying. 5 point. Do you know what, mate? If he can hold on to his tyres, he could do this. You know. He could catch Ride Dog.
Yeah, he's taken another second off there with that lap.
Okay. He has quit. Okay. Unfortunately, mate, you will wear a penalty for that. It's just the rules, dude. But it's unfortunate, mate. You're having a good race there. You had the unfortunate, just little dink with, I think it was Avon sales rep at the Variante Alta. But your pace was good tonight, Chops. Your pace was good, man.
Oh, Matty and Oakley.
Oh, getting close to the back of Oakley there. Oh.
Still going to try and loses at the back end a little bit on the exit. Lost a little bit of time there. Vettel coming up on Morris.
He is indeed, mate. Look at that now, 0.3 of a second. I think
He's going to get him before the corner.
Oh, he's going to. Is he now? Oh no, Morris is trying to make that car fat.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, he's got time. He's got time. He can just.
It's not worth it because then you miss out on the DRS.
Absolutely. We should get a good exit here out of it. Oh, he almost dropped it. Oh, that's cost him a chance this lap.
He's going to have to wait till next lap to get the pass done.
Is that the race win just gone?
Oh,
quite possibly.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, Ride Dog's gap in Morris as well, which that gap's increased by about a second as well. It was 4.5 before, so. Had Vettel not made got this in his hands. Had
Vettel not made the mistake there, he would now be in front of Morris for sure, and probably around about 5 seconds behind Ride Dog with 4 to go, or 4.5 to go. Let's have a quick look at Matty and Oakley. Those two are still scrapping as well, making their way down towards the Villeneuve chicane. Oakley, it's only solid driving P6, but Matty just seems to have a lot more speed than the corners. But he's got a
wobble there.
He had to left off, mate. That's what it was. He had to get out of it because Oakley is just. Matty is carrying so much more speed into the corner.
He is struggling with traction for some reason, though. He is a bit kind of off.
I think Oakley runs full traction, I believe.
No, I'm on about Matty just losing his.
But what I'm saying is that'll make Oakley slower through the corners anyway with the full traction.
Yeah. And he's on those hards that'll be coming to quite a slow period of the tyre life.
Okay, right, Vettel's negotiating the Rivages correctly now. He should get the move done here on Jay Morris, but he has burnt off an awful lot of his battery, and see he's running out of straight line speed with no battery. He's going to just about get the job done, I think, going into turn. Morris lifts off.
Morris lifts,
and Vettel's still got the life in those tyres just to pull away a little bit. So a quick look at Oakley and Matty again. Right, is Matty going to get the move done? I think this time he is going to get the move done. There's not a huge amount Oakley can do about that one, and Matty moves himself up at a P6, but he is carrying a time penalty, so he's got to extend out. Now he's got free air, he's got to extend out 3 seconds on Oakley, otherwise he will lose that P6. So he is carrying a lot more speed to the corners than Oakley's managing to at the moment. He's got the gap almost up to 1 second. Yellow's in sector 2. Acca Minerali, car's gone off. Is it Avon?
No, it's a Williams.
Oh, it's the lap car turbos now. I think it's just getting out of the way of traffic. Yeah, it's just getting out of the way of traffic. So Vettel is on the charge, but he's running out of time. I think that slight wobble out of Rivage a couple of laps ago, out of Rivazis a couple of laps ago has knackered any chance he had of winning the race.
Yeah. The soft tires will be starting to fade off now as well.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think that gap will close too much more.
He's up at 40% wear on the rears now.
Yeah, once you get to 40, it's pretty slidey.
Yeah, but Turbo Snow's in the pits. He's going to go for a fastest lap, I think, instead of softs. Now, Matty, of course, carrying the extra time penalty. He's got the gap and opening that at over 2 seconds, so he's actually pulled only 2 seconds in that one lap. Bit of porpoise in there from the Aston Martin, I could hear. Coming down the start-finish straight into turn 2. Peninsula Adam is on the back of Hayes as well. Adam Lee picks up another time penalty. Well, Hayes, considering she's had pretty much a race to forget. Oh, well, there you go. Commentator's curse. Wow. Oh, yeah. Peninsula Adam somehow managed to evade that rolling roadblock there for a second.
That was pretty close, I must admit.
I was literally just about to put the curse of doom on Hayes anyway, because I said, considering how many incidents, unfortunately, incidents she's been in, she found a way back up to P9, and of course now it's just, well, the moment I was thinking it, she made a mistake there in the coming into Villeneuve. Right, well, that was just taken half a second out of ride dog, but it's nowhere near enough. And I tell you what, Mechanics is looking good, mate, for a podium. He is staying within 3 seconds of Jay Morris. So we'll stay on board.
Tyres, it's not too hard to keep in touch.
We'll stay on board there.
Jackie Jr.'s pulling up.
He is
also
indeed.
has a penalty.
I think he's got 2 penalties, to be honest.
Yeah, so it shouldn't make too much difference.
Yeah, there we go. On telemetry, 6 seconds of penalties. Bottom left there, the telemetry screen.
Yeah.
But I think he'll just want to try and pass him anyway. Or bragging rights and all that, you know. Say, look, I don't care who you are, I'm faster than you. You know.
I think if he didn't have his little wobble, he would have dominated. He would be way up.
It'll be a battle between him and Ride Dog for the win. It'll be that simple, because it was those two that were battling when he had a spin.
Yeah, I mean, I still think he would be 10 seconds clear of Ride Dog, possibly.
Oh, with the greatest respect, I know what Ride Dog's capable of, mate, and it would not be a 10-second gap. I can guarantee you that.
Well, yeah, I'm just looking at the numbers and just seeing where the gap was.
Well, there was a tenth between them in qualifying, and during the race, Ride Dog was right on his tail. And Ride Dog passed him for the lead just before he had a spin.
That's true.
But here comes Jackie. Anyway, on Mechanics, he's going to get the inside. Just decides to get a switchback move. Nicely done. I think he's going to do it.
Around the outside on the
yes, there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
A great move. We just wanted to pass him on track anyway. And he moves himself.
Must have had his tyres well off the track.
So on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen, of this race. Of course, what Morris doesn't want to do is pick up another time penalty here.
No.
And Mumu has now dropped out of the 3-second window as well. What has he? No, he's still good. So I think Mumu is still on for a podium here.
Yeah, so they both have 6. So he's jumping.
But we're going to jump on board there with the race leader, Ride Dog. He, after we took the lead, he has dominated the race. He's coming out of the Ravatas for the final time. He can see the checkered flag on his return to TIR. He's going to take the victory tonight at Imola. Checkered flag goes, and Ride Dog takes a great win. Vettel is going to come home with a solid driving P2, made his strategy work. Now we think Mumu's going to get P3. We're going to find out in a second. Morris crossed the lines 3. Jackie Jr. crosses 4. Is Mumu going to jump them both? Yes, Mumu jumps them both. Mechanics gets P3. J. Morris P4. Jackie Jr. in P5. Matty's going to come home in P6. With I think he's going to clear Oakley on penalty. Oakley's going to get 3 seconds back on him, I think, but that's about it. There we go. Oakley comes home in P7. Avon Selsrat is going to come home in P8 with the 3 seconds of penalties, which is going to keep his 8th place from Peninsula Adam. And then we're going to see Adam cross the line, and it's going to be Hayes coming home in P10 with a 5-second penalty plus 2 3-second penalties during the race as well. Cajun's making his way down toward the Ravatas for the final time in P11. Just come out now. Almost drops it on the end. I think he's just going from side to side. Don't stick it in the wall, Cajun. There we go. He comes home in P11, and Adam Lee spun! Adam Lee spun,
Rufio's going
and
to pass
Rufio's
him.
going to go through. Oh dear, that's
Couple more
embarrassing.
points for me, please.
And Rufio's going to come home in P12. Adam Lee in P13. Well. Oh,
Oh, wow,
sticks in the
that's
wall.
harming.
Okay, is that what I think it was?
Yeah, he drove straight into the
Right, that's
pit
going to
entry.
probably be a race ban.
That's...
That is really. If that's what I think it is, and I'm going to go back and watch it again because I was just having a look at the chat. I just caught it.
No,
and
he
caught my eye.
literally he aimed it and everything.
Right, well that's Adam Lee. That is. I'm going to say it as a league owner to you as a driver. That's really stupid. That's going to cost you big time. That is really going to cost you. If that's what I think it is.
He can take his tag off as well.
Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, exactly. Don't get
Well, he's already left RRT.
Has he? Oh, right,
take
there
his
you go.
tag off.
Okay. We're going to give you a rundown. Oakley says, I finished the race and did okay. Well, blow me over and call this Shirley. I surely will. Jackie Cole, it's been a pleasure to watch. Well done all. Top job, Jackie Jr. Yeah, indeed. He had a good comeback race. First time in over a year he raced. Best of luck to him this weekend. Racing his Honda kart in round 7 of the Cadet Kart Championships at Hutton Park this weekend. Absolutely, mate. Okay, let's give you a rundown of the final position there. Rydog takes the victory from Vettel in P2. Moo gets a fine podium in P3. Jay Morris in P4. Jackie Jr. In P5. Matty in 6. Oakley 7. We got Avon Sales Rep, Peninsula Adam, and TIR Just Hayes make up the top 10. And then outside the top 10, we have Kajin in P11. Rufio 12. Adam Lee. Classified as finishing in 13. But yeah, we go with the game, unfortunately. Gets the fastest lap of the race. Turbo Snail 14, and then unfortunate DNS for Charles, Pat Tate, Roland, and Mr. Crunchy Bear, who had 300 yards to forget, basically. Jackie also going to give a big shout out to the Loverages, Ben Jardine, and the Turners. First time watching TIR. Welcome in, guys. It's been a pleasure having your company this evening, and I hope you come back for more hot action here with the races from Total Impact Racing. And also, I will give a personal shout out to Turbo Snell, just echoing what Kajin said in the chat as well, for keeping going, getting lap that kept going. Let's head back to the command centre. Alrighty then, that was an entertaining race. A few instances, I think the stewards could be pretty busy. We also saw some very good overtaking and some very good racecraft, as well as mentioned, a few iffy moments. But all in all, that's a tough race. Imola's a tough circuit, and it's a long race as well, isn't it? That's a long race. It feels like it's never going to end.
32 laps of anything's enough.
So yeah, and it's quite a long lap as well when you think about it. You know, it's not like Austria, you know, and the track just feels like it goes on forever.
It's still a 117, 116, so it's a little bit
Just
longer
doesn't feel
than.
like it.
Yeah, it's just because it's so up and down and lots of weird corners, whereas Austria, it just flows, so it's very different.
Absolutely. Right, before we go, guys, I'm going to chuck a raid over to my main man, Mr. El Taco Man Gaming, my brother from another mother across the pond. So give Taco some love, guys, from me. And let me just get the raid sorted out first of all. Yeah, all done. Of course, Taco, freshly partnered. Let's give them some love. But guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it tonight. Always great to see you here, and welcome to anyone new watching the channel. Don't forget to drop a follow as well. We're almost at the 2k followers now, just a few followers short. Welcome to everyone new to the channel as well, and also thank you for the recommitments to the channel as well. It's always greatly appreciated, and congratulations to Rydog as well for that victory, man. GG's, great effort, dude. Great effort indeed. Hendo, thanks for doing co-coms, mate. Appreciate that, my man.
No worries. I'll try and pop in again at some point.
Absolutely. Always welcome, dude. Always welcome. And that's about it. Go. There's a new follow there, Rossit. Well, Rossit, I believe. Ross1T or Rossit. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. But we're going to chuck a raid over to El Taco Man Gaming. I'll be back tomorrow night for Division 3. Until then, take care. Godspeed.
Adios.